Hi, Katie. Hi, Trina.
Hi.
Hi.
We're here.
How's
We're
it
here.
going? I know, sadly, we're not here in Jamaica yet.
Not in Jamaica yet. I know. It just turned the top of the hour, so it's official. And I'm curious, while we're waiting for everyone to come in, well, here's the chat and the Q&A. Will you have a look to monitor the chat and the Q&A?
Yes.
Katie, Trina, as we go.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we've got
Hey.
some participants, people
Yeah.
here. Oh, that's awesome.
Welcome. We're going to get started in 16 seconds because we respect your time. I really appreciate you being here. We've got a really fun, informative presentation for you. And I'm so pumped to be here with Trina and Katie. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
All right, we're going to get started here. Again, thank you very much for being here. My name is Stuart Cohen, and I'm with ADHD Travel Retreats, and I'm the guy, we're the company that's just helping your hosts, Trina and Katie, pull off their very first 2 ADHD women's retreats. It's hugely exciting, and their brand is Get Lost Retreats. And just hearing, ladies, the enthusiasm about what your vision is for these retreats, and how eager and excited and how much anticipation there is to be with a group of other women who have ADHD or think they do. I mean, there's no rules, right? And to come away completely transformed with all new friends and all new takeaways, right? So why don't we get started? Let's get started. And hey, if any of you have any questions or comments, I don't know why, but chat is disabled. Go figure. Put it in the Q&A. We'll make sure we answer it. So here's the quick agenda for today. We're going to meet our hosts if you don't already know them. They're huge ADHD advocates. We're going to talk about everything that's included in the ADHD Women's Retreats and optional Q&A after. So you're welcome to hang around, ask Q&A, or sayonara. We'll see you later. And just remember, Friday is part 2. It's June 2nd. And part 3 is on June 7th. So please make sure you go register for each one. Sorry, we couldn't make it simple where you register once for all 3. You got to do all separate. We wanted to have different times for different time zones, right, ladies? So that, because we've got people interested in Australia and the UK, it's crazy exciting. So this is definitely going to be an international event. So please make sure that you sign up for those as well. And if you miss, don't worry, because we're recording these and we're going to be posting the replays so you can watch it time and time again, over and over again, and share with your best friends. All right, enough of me. Trina.
Hi.
Hey.
So yeah, if you haven't met before, my name's Trina Haynes. I'm the founder of My Lady ADHD. I am the podcast host of the My Lady ADHD podcast, and I teach workshops about ADHD. And yeah, I'm really excited about this retreat and about all of these retreats, because I got to experience what it was like for ADHDers to be together at the ADHD conference. And it really, really inspired me to bring other women who have ADHD together, because it changed my life. It really made a deep, deep impact on me. Just being able to unmask for that period of time was just amazing. And I walked away from that wanting to give that to other people. So that's why we are doing ADHD retreats for women. And I'm really excited. So, Katie?
I'm Katie, and I ditto to a lot of those things about, bringing women together and experiencing what it was like to be in an ADHD environment for the first time and wanting to recreate that. If you haven't met me, I'm one of the founders of ADHD Social. So I'm on there a lot doing stuff like co-working. I'm a content creator. I'm kind of a podcaster. I need to get back into it, and I do a little bit of everything. And now I'm an event planner and plan events like these retreats, I guess now. So it's been really exciting, super fun, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of this.
Cool. I have a question. Why are you working together? What's the connection here? Why do you want to do this together?
Well, I met Trina at the ADHD conference, and so that, I mean, I think we kind of had this like nice relationship online for a little bit where, you know, we share each other's content and talk. And then I met her in person at the ADHD conference, and I just loved her brain and her ideas and creativity and enthusiasm. And I think we clicked really well together. And we kind of started talking about, how do we do this? How do we bring more women together and talk about our experiences? And I guess, you know, Trina felt the same way, and we jumped on it and started planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And Stuart, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself just a bit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, my background, my whole career has been travel and hospitality. Back in travel and hospitality, I was the group expert. Love doing groups like this. And then just a few years ago, I decided to become a certified ADHD life coach and went to that conference as well, where I met the two of you as well. And it was the most amazing, nourishing environment I had ever been in my life, in terms of me being me. I like to say true stew. It was like we were friends instantly, with all these beautiful people, these beautiful minds, this energy level that I could give and I could receive too. And although I've sort of pivoted into this new ADHD world, I'm writing a book called ADHD Unshamed, 100 ADHD Success Stories. And I've actually interviewed both of our hosts for this book. I realized that I could connect the dots between travel and between ADHD. I can help be in the background, bringing the ADHDs together and take care of all the details. So you, Katie, and you, Trina, can take care of your people, can be with your people. So it's easy. It's simple. It's fun. Low stress.
You're the
low
best,
risk.
Stuart.
Huh?
We're really grateful. We're really grateful. I think this is the dream team right here. So we're just so pumped about this.
Thank you. I
Wow.
agree.
And
Yeah, Meredith Carter is going to be a very special guest speaker. It's like so cool. You're all your friends. There's
Yep.
so much respect here for what all of you have accomplished. And she's going to be there to do special workshops with everybody.
yeah, they're going to be focused. They're going to be women topics that women need to hear. They're women focused topics. She's got a couple of workshops planned, and they're amazing. You can find her on Instagram, is probably the best, at hummingbird_ADHD. You can probably just Google hummingbird ADHD and she'd pop right up. She's a phenomenal ADHD coach, and we're really lucky to have her.
Yeah. Really, really elevates it that much more. It really amazing. So what's included in this ADHD Women's Retreat? Well, I'm showing a picture here to make everybody really, I don't know, jealous, excited, because these are just,
Anticipatory.
these are just pictures of St. James, Montego Bay. On Friday, I'll show pictures of Punta Cana. Now, I know you can look it up online. Go ahead and look, not now, stay with us, but go ahead and look up Secrets St. James, Montego Bay, or Secrets Royal Beach, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. See for yourself why we picked these places. Ladies, thank you, because you said, no, we want something adult only, and we want something classy, something very, very special. So believe me, I could talk all day about these resorts, but I'm not going to. But just to remind you of what you're going to get just at these resorts, it's 5 days, 4 nights accommodations. And by the way, when I talk about this, I'm talking about Punta Cana, right, Katie and Trina? It's the same retreat you're going to be doing twice to make sure that everyone has an opportunity. If you can't go September, go January. Can't go January, go September, kind of a thing. There are multiple restaurants, so you can pick any restaurant you want. All the drinks, all the entertainment. There's multiple pools, a gorgeous beach, bonus free access to Dreams Resort, which is the family resort. But you might like a restaurant there. You might like a pool there. That's cool.
And it's right next door, right? They're
Right next door.
connected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the beauty.
They're
You
sort
just
of
walk.
connected.
Right, exactly. That's the beauty. That's another reason why we picked these resorts. Activities, non-motorized activities are included: snorkeling, stand-up paddleboard, windsurfing, all kinds of stuff to do. And if there's motorized stuff, you want to purchase on your own and do some crazy fun stuff, you can too, but these are all free and included. And of course, access to the fitness center, and they have a regular schedule of fitness routines as well. But here's where it gets even more special. Airport meet and greet. I don't know if you've ever had this. Has anyone here? Tell me. Let me see a raise of hand if you've ever traveled to a conference or to an event. Raise your
I
hand.
never have.
If you ever had airport meet and greet. It's special. You've been traveling for hours. You're tired. You're weary. You're excited. Maybe a little bit anxious. Maybe a little bit nervous. And there's this guy standing there with a little lollipop sign that says, "Get Lost Retreats." So right away, it's like, cool, we're cool. So I just want you to know that that's going to happen. Round trip transfers. You don't have to go catch a taxi. We're providing the transfers. It's included. We'll have a lovely welcome reception so that everyone, that first day, that first night, everyone gets to meet. So you know who's in that intimate group, truly intimate group of ladies. And we're not going to go through the agenda right now. It will be revealed. But right, Trina and Katie, you're putting together a balance up together time and free time, right? Probably going to be, is it going to be like a right daily? There'll be meetings every day, gatherings, just to hang out, talk, presentations, sharing. Am I describing that?
Yes, but I want to say it's super ADHD friendly, like loose. It's very, there's a schedule there if you want it, or you can not look at it at all if you don't want to.
Everything is kind of optional in its own way.
But you're going to want to attend some of the planned events because they're just going to be so awesome. But there's obviously no requirement to attend anything. You can make your schedule as you please. So we want it to be so ADHD friendly.
Yeah. And we saw, right, at the conference that, you get your big groups and then you have your break-off groups as you make new friends. And also you find similarities. You find people who present the same way and people who have found strategies coping that you're eager to learn too. I mean, this is going to be such a nourishing event. Let me mention too, that whether you pick Montego Bay or Punta Cana, we're including 2 excursions. So together as a group, you're all going to go to these. I can't reveal it right now. I will. I promise on Friday. We already know what they are. It's super cool. We tried to pick what you all thought would be the most exciting, most fun things to do as a group, as a team. So more to come, more to be announced on that. They're already included. You don't have to pay anything extra for them. So here's where we get a little more special too. If you have any special requests, health needs, dietary needs, please, you let me know. We're going to take care of you. There will be 24-hour on-site help. Yeah, I'm going to give you my cell phone. If you call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, if you need something, I'll do my best to help you. But understand that there's going to be a team there, because we want to make sure that you're comfortable, that you're confident, that all your needs are going to be taken care of. As much hand holding as you need, right? I love it when both of you keep using those words, because when we travel to different places, sometimes we can be anxious. I mean, it is, right? And knowing that we're going to make sure every step of the way, even before we get together, that we'll take care of everything. And even we're going to give these PDFs or helpful tips on packing and just preparing for travel, if perhaps it has given you anxiety in the past. Right.
And Katie and I will be bringing extra toothbrushes, extra toothpaste, all of the things that we tend to forget when we travel with ADHDers. We'll have a supply. I'm speaking from experience because at the ADHD conference, so many of us left so many things behind. And so we're not going to let that happen this time. We're going to try to make it as easy peasy for you as possible.
Yeah. Yep. Terrific. I love it. And I know the 2 of you have been working on so many surprises. We could spend an hour just talking about some of the fun stuff you're going to be doing. It's
lots of little gifts and secret surprises.
Yeah, and that elevates the experience, right? You're
Yeah,
already
there's some
in
cool
for a
swag
treat.
involved. I mean, I will say that. I won't say what it is, but there's some cool swag involved.
Yeah. And I want to make sure everyone who's watching this live or the replay reads this sentence and understands that the very heart of this whole plan, this whole journey, it comes down to this. We want you to come with a purpose so we can help you achieve it. Now, of course, we're going to have an agenda. We're going to have topics we're going to bring up and talk about. We're going to prompt. But I know that you ladies and Meredith, you want to be prompted. You want to hear what's on their mind. You want to hear what your guests are bringing to the table to talk about stuff that maybe you hadn't thought of. This is the perfect environment for that.
Yeah, it's going to be so great. I'm excited.
Really, really beautiful. Because, and you used the word before, unmasked. You know, we could call this unmasked retreats too. We want you to feel comfortable.
I think that's going to be probably the biggest takeaway for most women is being able to unmask for that long and then taking that feeling and moving forward in life and how you want to do that. And we're going to kind of walk you through that. How to step forward with a little bit less masking.
I love it. I really love it. What's not included: round trip airfare, travel insurance, which will be mandatory. Consider it part of your vacation package, your retreat package. We'll offer it. You can buy it through ADHD Travel Retreats or purchase it on your own. And of course, items of a personal nature. Couple of things to know how it works. Let me run through this real quick for everybody. No other resort guests will be able to attend any of the ADHD Women's Retreat events. So it has to be booked through ADHD Travel Retreats and Get Lost Retreats so that it's truly exclusive. It's just for a very special group of ladies who have signed up to be a part of this. So I want you to know that if you sign up, don't worry, you're not going to have outside guests coming in. It's going to be your experience and intimate. We want to make sure you get your questions answered. I know that Katie and Trina and Meredith will be doing more Instagram lives, reels, post stories, blah, 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 so that you can ask questions and keep receiving more updates, like hearing about some of the surprises and the workshops and more about the agenda. So pick your travel dates or date and mates. Are you coming with a friend, two friends, a group of friends? That would be super cool, right? Travel with friends. That's a great way to travel with less anxiety too. We'll take your reservations on Friday, June 9th. So you have, I think, ample time to make phone calls, to decide, to make plans. If you have to take time off from work, do what you got to do. And they have already promised, these ladies have promised that there'll be plenty of private meetups, just of the group of ladies going before the actual event. So you'll get to know each other even before you get there, which I really think will be a fun element too.
Yep.
Quick review of important dates. Friday, June 2nd is the second Zoom call. And we're going to talk about the package prices. Now, I know what you're asking. How much will it cost? And here's my answer. It's going to be, I'm this close to wrapping up negotiations to finalize the pricing. My mission, I promised this to Katie and Trina, that my mission here is to create a package that's very, very, very affordable for this kind of resort and this kind of experience. I promise you that.
We'll say that was one of the top priorities for all of us, was to make this affordable.
Yeah. Yep. So,
that's why we're still working on it, because we want it to be the best price that we can.
I have like 2 elements left of it, and then we're going to put a nice bow on it, and it's going to be a beautiful, like I said, all-inclusive package.
Yeah, and you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I think, you will, because I know you've seen the approximate rates set. I think we're on the right path here. Wednesday, the 7th is the final Ask Us Anything Q&A. Show up with all your travel mates. If you're still on the fence, or if you're definitely going, we want everybody there. And Friday, June 9th, we'll take your reservations. More details to come, how that works. what website to go to or where to call. And you'll more than likely be talking to yours truly here, because I want to have an opportunity to speak with everybody and make sure we get your reservation done wonderfully. And that reservation includes the accommodations and, of course, a participation in the event.
Stuart, I'm always raising my hand when we have meetings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We had a question in the chat. How many total spots are there available for each trip?
That is a great question. So we're looking at, for Montego Bay, a total of 30 spots. That's 15 rooms. That's not a lot. It's really intimate. We're keeping the very first one really small, especially when you have 3 hosts. You have Trina, Katie, and Meredith, right? The Punta Cana one, we were able to get some more space. And because it's a little bit farther out, we added some more space. So that one is probably going to go to about 35, 36, around 36, in that neighborhood. And again, cut that in half, because those are the amount of rooms. And let me just say this too. Hopefully you'll have a roommate. You'll come with somebody so you can share. If you are single, please let me know. Send me that email too. And we can see if we can match you up with somebody too, if that's okay. So you can reduce the cost, obviously, by sharing the accommodations. So that was a great question, Trina. Thank you. And there's my email address. So I'm kind of starting this little bit of an unofficial wait list, because if you're 99, not 100, 99% sure you're really interested, let me know. I'm starting a list because I really believe Montego Bay is going to sell out really fast. And I think Punta Cana, though it's a little farther out, I think that's going to go quick too. I really do. Oh, ladies, tell them about this. This is super cool.
Yeah, so just today we had an episode where we go in depth about a little bit more detail about the retreat, and we talk about some really awesome travel hacks that Stuart, with his background in the travel industry, he gave us some really good tips for traveling with ADHD. And that episode just aired today on My Lady ADHD podcast. So we just want to throw that in there. If you don't have time to show up to some of these, there's a lot more information on there about like why we're doing it, where we're going, what's going to be included. You can listen to that on the podcast at My Lady ADHD podcast.
Cool. Super cool. All right. I know we went a little longer than 15 minutes. We tried to go as fast as possible. I hope you'll allow us that extra 7 minutes. And now let's open up for Q&A. Any comments, questions? Would you ladies let me know if anybody has posted anything and we can take it on?
Sure. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, just drop them in that little Q&A box. We're super pumped. And obviously, if you think of questions later, you can send us an email. You can reach us at getlostretreats.com. What are the email addresses to reach out for questions? Do you want to put that slide back up, Stuart, where your email address is on? I think it's the one before that one.
Yep. So that's my email. You're more than welcome to email me, Stuart at ADHDTravelRetreats.com. Or ladies, you have a Get Lost Retreats email address too, don't you?
Yeah. And then, so we have, it's actually instead of Get Lost Retreats, it's getlostretreat@gmail.com, right, Trina?
Yeah, retreat with no S. And we tried really hard, but it's getlostretreat.com. You can message us there, or you can reach us out, reach out to us on Instagram, just send us a message. But yeah, you can message Stuart any questions you have too. Stuart would be happy to help you there. Another question here is, what is the anticipated age range of women?
Ooh.
That is a great question. It is going to be 18 and up, and the sky's the limit. I hope we have a 99-year-old with us. I would love to see all ages. And honestly, that's what we connected with, was all women of all ages at the ADHD conference, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it, and I think it's phenomenal. I have no idea what the range will be. I think it'll be a mix. I think based on my experience of a lot of women that are getting diagnosed in their 30s, I just suspect there being a lot of women in their 30s, 40s, 50s and up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, just because of like my analytics wise, I'm assuming that it'll be a range between like really late 20s and maybe late 60s or 50s probably.
Yeah.
See that range. And that's probably where I get like the most DMs about in that age when you're talking about late diagnosis and people interested in the retreat. So I think it'll be a really good variety, and you'll have people you connect with of all ages, or, meet a new best friend who's your age, who knows?
I don't think it's going to be a party crowd. I don't think it's going to be like a club scene. Yeah. Someone says, if we have a roommate, would the price potentially be about 50% of what it would be if we do not have a roommate?
What do you think, Stuart?
It won't be 50%. So a single occupancy room is going to be almost the same as a double occupancy room. And that's not the price point that we're setting. That's the way hotels work, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a cruise ship, a resort, especially a leisure resort, single occupancy. It's never
Half,
just
right?
cut it in half,
Yeah.
right? So full disclosure, right? So that's why please reach out to me or Trina or to Katie, and we'll see if we can find a matchup for you, right? To do a share. And
ideally it would be to bring a friend, a sibling, a parent, someone, just like think about who you might want to bring with you. I think ideally that's the best situation. Or someone you've maybe connected with online that you haven't met in person, that you've been wanting to meet in person. Like, I think that's really common right now, especially in this community, is we've forged all these friendships online, but we've not been able to connect in person. And this would be a great opportunity for that.
Yeah.
And then like I think Stuart mentioned, we're going to have meetups too, and so there'll be tons of opportunities to meet people in the chat, meet people in these Zoom meetings when we talk about kind of what we're excited about with the retreats, where we talked about having all sorts of meetings. So you might connect with somebody in there and go, hey, Stuart, can I room with this person? And he'll set it up for you. And maybe you reach out to Stuart and be like, hey, I can't find anyone, but this is kind of what I like. And Stuart might have somebody on the list and be like, perfect. I think I have the perfect match for you. We find a way to get you guys connected, and maybe you can talk. And, I think this will be a really great opportunity to make new friends and leave with lifelong friends, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you pay a little more and have a room all to yourself.
Yeah.
That's another option too.
I bunked with Trina real quick. I said,
I honestly, I think the price is going to be so affordable and reasonable that's not like an out of this world option. Like that is a reasonable option if it's very important to you to have your own room.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a reasonable option.
In regards of like price and stuff, as far as like what we're comparing to, it seems like it's going to be a lot lower than what you expect. And so if you want to pay more for a room, it'll probably still be lower than what you expect for the kind of experience we're providing.
Yeah. And the fact that unless there's an item of a personal nature, like if you want to get a massage, and going to try to get you a discount coupon at the spa, then you don't have to reach into your pocket for anything, right? If you do enjoy
not much, I
cocktail,
can't just tchotchkes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it, right? So
yeah.
The whole idea is that you're not showing up and saying, oh man, that's costing me this, and this. That stinks. No. That's why right? That's why we picked an all-inclusive, so that it's so liberating knowing that if you want a Diet Coke, or if you want a craft beer, just get what you want and pick whatever restaurant you want to. Get 2 desserts if you want to. You're on vacation.
Get dessert the whole time you're there. Just get dessert.
I went on a cruise ship once and I ate a lot of hot dogs for some reason. Like all I wanted was the hot dogs.
Okay, we're gonna be in Jamaica, so we're not gonna be eating hot dogs. We're gonna be way better than that.
Anyways, does anybody have any other additional questions? You can drop them here, or you can message Stuart at that email. You can reach out to us on Instagram. You can find us at getlostretreats.com, and Yeah, we're really excited about it, and we hope that we've answered some of your questions. If we haven't, you'll want to join us for the next Zoom. We're going to drop a little bit more information, and we're going to confirm the prices on the next Zoom. We'll give you that pricing information, so you'll want to be a part of that one for sure.
Right. Beautiful. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Trina. And thank
You're
you
welcome.
all for being here. Did I just see a question pop in before we?
It just says they said thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. So
you're welcome. Thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you again on at the next one on Friday. Bye, everybody.
bye.
Bye.